Hello, and welcome back to the Dungeons & Dragons Podcast UK. My name is Yazmin, and I will be the DM.
Hi, my name's Colin, and I play Cuin de Greymont, a paladin from Gavany.
Hi, I'm Spencer. I play Caddo Chasseur, a cleric also from Gavany.
Hi, I'm Brian, and I play Ogvar Surefort, a ranger from Kessig.
Hi, my name is Samantha, and I play Elora Greyvale, a sorcerer from Nephalia. Hi everyone, this week you may notice a change in the audio quality partway through the pod. This is due to the first section having been recorded remotely and the rest of it face to face around a table. Since going remote, we have been testing various different setups with our tech to try and get back our first-rate audio quality. Hopefully we will soon have this nipped, so we appreciate your patience and please bear with us. Now, on with the podcast. After assessing the alchemical properties of Pop's brew, Elora was quick to spot the quality and invest in an extra elixir. A perky Esther preferred to purchase a peg that was lighter on her purse, whilst the holy man made do with his hanky. The foul stench of the venue really got under Ogvar's armour, causing him to vomit violently before reaching for his vial of defence. With the crush of the crowds and the sour smell of stale alcohol, sweat and sewers, it turns out that Salhoff City Underground is more effluent than affluent. However, unfazed by the unpleasantness of her surroundings, the sorcerer slipped away in pursuit of a personal prize. Whilst on the other hand, Cuin was keen to part with Cuin to challenge in the arena once more. Episode 66, Chop Suey Carnage.
Yeah, okay. So, this woman, she's quite thin, wiry, very compact muscles. She looks at you, takes the piece of paper, unrolls it, looks at it, gives you a very searching look. She's mostly focused on the piece of paper, but you can tell she just kind of looks up with just her eyes and stares at you very intently. And she kind of straightens her head, looks at you, and then just kind of tilts her chin up and kind of nods towards the one direction. She nods towards her right, and then she taps the guy next to her on the shoulder, who's clearly helping her run her little stand, her little business, and he takes over her position and she walks around the back of this stand. And as this is one of the nicest stands, it's got like a little top, like a marquee kind of over the top of it. So she walks around the back of the marquee.
Oh well, Elora's just gonna wait. I mean, did she beckon Elora to follow?
Yes, she did. She nodded in the direction.
Oh, I'm sorry. Right. Okay. So Elora's going to go round and follow her. Obviously not right on her heel, but just a few paces behind.
Okay. So you follow her around the back. She looks at you, gives you a searching gaze, gives you a bit of a look over. She says, "Ring the four winds. Is that what you're looking for, is it?"
Yeah, I've been looking for one for a little while, but I needed to wait till I got, obviously, into Salhoff. Perhaps if you might know who might be able to get hold of one. Or could even create one for me.
Creating one? Nah, that's not possible. No. Getting hold of one, though, that might be something I can help with. I know a guy who knows a guy who has one of these. Now, it's going to take a little bit of persuasion, so to speak, to get him to vanquish his old over it. I can tell you straight up that it's going to be about 3,500 gold for that little puppy.
Okay. Right.
I require upfront payment, and I might not be able to get hold of it right away.
Oh. I'd kind of rather not part with something like that kind of money, unless I know that the item is there. Because I would want to check that that item is correct.
No, the item's definitely there. It's viewable as well on on your own. You can go and view it. The guy won't let go of it though. It's his bit of his centerpiece. But I reckon I can source it for you if you want.
Ah. Right. Okay. Okay, and how would I contact you if I wanted to do this, if I had to think about it?
Well, she kind of rubs her chin and like scratches on her jawline and looks at you. She goes, well, I'm here now. The only way you can get hold of me really is here. You know, I don't like people having my private information, you know, gotta take care of myself, all that. But, you know, I'm usually around this area, around here. You know, someone always knows me, so you can probably ask him and be able to find me. But yeah,
I would if I knew your name.
Giz.
Yes.
Yep, that's what they call me. Not my real name, you understand, but you'll understand.
Okay, well, is this person here then?
Which person?
Well, the person who's got the ring. Where can I see it?
No, he's a friend of a friend. It's not the kind of item that you get to see down here.
Right. Well, I'd kind of want to verify that this thing does actually exist.
Oh, I told you, you can go and see it up there.
Oh, I know,
Up
but where
top.
would I go? Where would I go?
Do you have no idea how business is done down here?
Well, how can I go and view something if I don't know the person that I'm supposed to be viewing it on?
Oh. Travis Savoie, you don't have any idea, do you?
No.
Look, I don't have anything to do with the item until I need to source it. See? You can go on your own, Todd, and ask someone up top if they know where that is, and they'll be able to tell you. Easy as pie. But, as you rightly understand, I don't want my name really involved in that.
I'll get your drift. Yeah, I understand. Right, okay, well, I know where you are then.
And if you go up top, you just ask, you know, go into a shop, ask them if they've got this. They'll be able to tell you where it is. You won't be able to buy it off the guy, but, you know, you'll be able to see
Okay.
it.
Alright, okay, got it. Thank you very much. Well, you may see me again.
Oh. Okay. She kind of snorts, rubs her nose a bit, and disappears back round the side of the marquee.
Right. Laura will find her way back out from the side of the marquee.
Okay.
So, jumping right into the action, as you're all kind of stood around this arena, this large oval arena, which has kind of got these wooden panels and this kind of built-up kind of standing seating around the outside, you have the trapdoor in the middle, which is occasionally opening when you see a monster of some kind come out, a beast, and you do have you've got two entrances, well, the one entrance, sorry, the one end where people are entering in to fight. And as you're all kind of stood around, you've all gradually made your way over to this arena. You hear Cuin's name called loudly over the raucous crowd.
Okay, over here. Wha? Right, better get going. What?
Okay.
Ogvar, I think they're calling Cuin in. Oh,
yes.
Caddo, they're calling Cuin.
Oh, how does this? I wasn't with you. How does this work?
No, we need to go and watch this. Follow us. We'll go up and watch from the side of the arena.
Excellent, excellent. Is there like snacks or anything?
No, let's just go. No time for that.
Okay. So you begin, you manage to jostle your way towards, I'd say you manage to jostle your way up to a fairly good position. Not right at the front barrier because it is about 5 foot high, so it's a little bit difficult to see over. But part of it, but probably part way up the stand, so probably about the second or third stand up. So you've got a really nice view of the entirety of this arena. So Esther's with you as well. She's stuck with you at this point. As you enter the arena, Cuin, and I'm just going to put a little marker on here for the trapdoor, so you've just got a way to orientate yourself.
Oh yeah, because the trapdoor on the bottom.
Yeah. So it's almost like a rising elevator rather than the trapdoor. Okay.
Or that's where the monsters come from, isn't it? Does his opponent walk in with him? Or?
So, as
sorry,
Cuin
getting ahead of myself.
enters the arena, you enter the arena to raucous cheers and maybe a listen check.
Hey, Ogvar, the crowd's getting up.
Oh, yes,
It's getting a bit noisy in here, isn't it?
just a little bit.
17.
Okay, with a 17, you can just about hear the faint cry of, "It's the Tin Man!"
Ah, hello! Oh.
There must be people in here from Drenau. Can you hear that?
Yes, I can hear them shouting at me. He seems to have somewhat of a stage name.
Do you think they're groupies? Do you think they followed him?
I think they're demented.
Laura's gonna laugh.
So as you enter, what are you doing as you enter? Are you just walking in? Are you...
Yeah, I'm just gonna walk in with my shield and vested sword. Just smile, happy-go-lucky.
Yeah, saluting the crowd and...
Saluted, hey!
Okay. Roll me a... What should you say? Roll me a d20. Odds or evens.
Evens.
So whatever you roll on the die.
11.
11. Odds. Okay. And from the other end of the arena enters a woman.
Oh.
This isn't a woman mini. You have to pretend it is.
I don't know, it's tall, though.
She's very flat-chested.
Anything goes.
This woman, it stands about 5.5 foot tall, you would say, from where you are across the arena. She wears hide armour, which is very tattered. It looks battle-worn, buckled. You can see places where it's been straightened out, patched over. You can see one of the leather buckles. I mean, even from this distance, you can see that one of the leather buckles on each kind of pauldron area. One of them looks very thin and very worn, and the other one looks really thick and brand new, as if like shiny new leather. So you can say that this armour's been patched together quite a lot. She's worn it quite often, and it's been through some tough battles. She walks in, and in her left hand she holds a trident, which is just held kind of by her side and horizontal to the floor. And she looks at you across the arena, and you see her as she raises this trident in front of you and gives you almost a salute with the trident, and then prepares herself for combat. Roll for initiative.
Okay.
Oh, Ogvar, she's tall.
Oh, yes.
Look at that. She's
19.
got a trident. Can't remember the
19
last time I
all
saw one of those.
Oh, that might give Cuin a bit of
Okay.
something to think about. I'm not sure he's come up against anything such as pokey as that.
It's just a woman with a pointy stick. It'll be fine.
Okay. What is your dexterity modifier?
Just a woman I'm worried about.
As you stand there across the arena, there's almost this kind of hush that falls across the crowd momentarily, and you hear the odd person go, "Oh, Tin Man!" in the back corner.
Laura's just going to exchange glances with Ogvar and shake her head.
And a bell rings, this kind of dong 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 of this like hand bell, almost on a pulley, you can imagine. And the fight commences. Cuin, you're up first.
Okay. How far away is she from me?
So she's roughly about 70 foot away from you. This is quite a long arena.
That's typical. Because I can't do absolutely anything, which means I
Are we
get
surrounded in a
Almost like the arena's been built that size that you can't
Are we part
charge.
of a big crowd?
Yeah, there's a large crowd here. In fact, you know what, I'm going to wreck on this. I'm going to say you've probably moved up to within a fightable range here. So you'll both have moved up towards the arena, so there's probably about 30 foot in between you.
So are there
Okay.
people all around us?
So if someone's moved...
Oh, where do you want to go to?
Okay.
Can I ask the crowd around me? Hey, have any of you seen this woman fight before? What's she like?
Yeah, so you turn to a woman who stood next to you. You pose your question. She goes, "Oh, that's Larissa. She's well famous around these parts. Oh, only woman who fights with a trident around here."
Ogvar, didn't he book a monster fight?
I can't quite remember. I thought he non-lethal fighting. I thought he.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so you're 30 foot away from her.
Okay. Well, I'm
Yeah.
gonna charge.
Okay.
So do I get a?
So if you're charging, it's a +2, but you take a -2 on your AC, I believe.
It's all right.
Yep.
Okay.
So yeah, if you're gonna hit, roll to hit.
Okay. +2.
It's like Cuin, isn't it?
That's-
Sizing up his opponent.
26.
Okay. Yeah. So 26 will definitely hit. If you want to roll your damage.
Okay, because I'll get 2 shots as well. That's 12.
12 points of damage, nice. Okay. And your second one, I'm assuming you'll take.
Ooh,
I
Good
don't
hit.
get the
good hit, Cuin.
posture on this one.
Have you been to such an event before, Caddo?
No,
No.
I've not seen this before. Is this basically how it works, where they just steam in at each other? And
17.
beat living
Well, no,
back?
not normally.
17.
The way
Okay,
Cuin does it is
17
normally he goes in and swings his arms about, and then the other person lies down on the floor for a bit.
Oh, okay.
That's what normally happens.
That's
Well, he started with,
10.
isn't he? I mean, he sized her up
10,
before he went
okay.
in.
We're missing his rolls here because we're talking over top of him.
Don't
Oh,
chill.
sorry, I thought.
He hit with a 17 and did 10 points of damage.
Exactly. Yeah. So you've stormed right up to her, and you've come across with you're using your bastard sword, aren't you?
yeah.
Yeah. You were using one-handed, aren't you? Yeah, you've got a shield. So yeah, you deliver these 2 massive clouts, and you can see that one of them definitely strikes her over kind of like the shoulder arm, and her arm's kind of forced open, and then your other hit kind of pushes her back the other way. And although you've done some damage, you can't see any blood. No blood has been spilt in this first exchange of blows. You've just simply done kind of more blunt force damage on her armour, and you can see kind of where her armour is kind of the new score lines, fresh score lines across this this hide. And the entire crowd has started going woof, 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 banging on the kind of wooden boards in front of them, stomping the feet, and there's a real beat starting to kind of take up here, and the crowd has begun to kind of come alive again, and you've got cheers going up, cries going up for your blows, and when you hit everyone, whoa, you get this big roar of the crowd. And Larissa, with her trident,
It's good, isn't it?
Most entertaining.
a
I'm quite happy this side of the
What he's
barrel.
missing is snaps.
25
I can't
to
really
hit.
hear you. It's really noisy
Yeah.
in here.
Yeah.
So 25 hits. So she's going to deal out 7 points of damage on her first, and with a 21 on the second,
Yes.
yep, she deals out another 9 points of damage.
Well, she's standing her ground, isn't she?
And she bares
Yes.
her teeth at you as she does this, and this trident, she kind of swings it over her hand, and the kind of the forks bit kind of perpendicular, just she smashes them into your one side, and then she goes in for a jab with the other, and she kind of gives you a bit of a push back and makes you kind of stumble back a step or two, not moving you back any out of your hex, but she just forces you back and onto defensive a bit more.
I'm gonna go. Nice one! Wow!
Oh, steady,
This could be fun!
steady, Cuin, steady.
She gives you this, as in response to your words, she gives you this kind of feral grin, and you can tell she's really in this for the fight, for the adrenaline.
the. You have a
First
trident in the
attack.
arm.
First attack.
He forgot.
Would have been another 4.
Gosh, that looked painful. I thought he had cramp.
He forgot to do his smitey bit.
No, that's something else.
I thought he got cramp as well.
I thought he was going to go into.
Yeah. Thought he was going to dab. Come on, the Cuin.
Okay, so again, back round to you, Cuin.
I'm gonna. After I've just said that, I'm gonna attack again with my bastard sword.
Okay.
That's 14.
Yep, 14. 14 hits.
Ooh. Oh, he's got her again.
And that's 7.
7, nice. So this one, your kind of blow, it clips her, but just barely. She goes back to dodge, and it's so close to her, just kind of escaping the reach of your blade. But you just kind of clip her, and again, it's kind of round one of her shoulders. You're taking these big swinging motions, and you kind of clip her shoulder piece slightly, and you see her kind of grunt and kind of, her arm twitches as she kind of resets herself. Next blow.
That's 22.
22 would definitely hit, yeah.
That's another 10.
Another 10 points of damage. Wow, okay.
Ooh,
So
that's gotta
describe
hurt.
this second blow for me.
As I come down from right to left across the body, catching her on the one shoulder, I pivot and reverse straight into the side, just above the hip.
Yeah, so you actually kind of get into almost like a slight kind of chink in this hide armour, and you do score a line of blood. You can see a line of blood come through where you've cut her, like her undershirt, and you see this kind of thin line of blood be drawn across kind of her hip area, and almost where the edge of the armour is, you can see it kind of peel back slightly as you kind of cut into the edge of the armour as well. It's not a very deep cut, but it does score a line.
Sorry, a bit too enthusiastic there.
And this crowd is so buoyant and energetic. You've got people going, first blood, as they're really getting into this fight. You can tell, the rest of you can make me a sense motive check, actually. Just,
I think we do those for
Something new, isn't it?
no, just to kind of get the general aura of the crowd, get you a bit more information.
Reason why I don't do it very often is
Yeah. I've got a -1. Oh, but that's still an 18, even with a -1 from
18.
Laura.
16 from Ogvar.
14.
Okay, so yeah, all of you, perhaps Laura, you get more of a sense of this than the other two, but you all get this kind of feeling that, especially you, Caddo, with what was said to you about Larissa, this woman is perhaps almost a living legend in the arena here, really well known, and like her Cuin really kind of laying into her and not holding back. Everyone is like so excited by this, and you can tell that everyone's getting really kind of keyed up, and this fight is really something to be watching.
Oh, this crowd's really ramping up, isn't it? I can barely hear you.
It's most exhilarating.
I can't hear you. What?
It's good.
Oh,
Caddo's hungry.
she's just going to put a thumb up. She's going to just thumbs up.
Okay.
Are we supposed to bet on this?
I don't know.
I think you might be a bit late.
Knew we'd missed something.
So, Larissa, in response to this kind of your apology almost, she gives you what is actually quite a pleasant smile, and then absolutely swings for you. And with a 11,
Nope.
she misses. Yet this blow of hers, she's slightly off balance. She misses, but she goes straight in for a second attack. And with a 20,
Yes.
yeah,
Yes.
her second one catches you, and she's going to go for your shoulder, kind of aiming underneath with her trident, underneath into your shoulder joint, underneath your armour. So she's really targeted this attack right here. She's going to do 10 points of damage. Sorry, 8 points of damage. With her trident as it catches you, and it does draw blood this time.
Oh, I think he's hurt.
Oh, yes, that one looked like it came a bit keen.
This smile she flashes you, she grins again and she goes, tit for tat.
I say that. Good shot.
Okay.
You said she was going to fall over.
Well, that's what normally happens.
Next round of combat. Off you go, Cuin.
Okay. That's 18.
18. Yeah, that's going to hit.
That's a 6.
6 points of damage. Nice.
Again. Oh, that's not so good. That's only a 12.
12 is not going to hit. So your first blow, you catch her and you kind of perhaps across the arm this time, and her arm and her torso as you swing down on her trident arm. You score this big line of blood across her, kind of her just above her elbow, and your blow continues on across her chest, leaving this big score mark as kind of in the arc of the swing. And she does stumble back a couple of steps, and when you look at her, you can see that although you've only drawn blood on 2 occasions here, more the force of your blows across her body, she is starting to tire, she is starting to slow down, and she looks a little worse than bear. She's kind of breathing a bit heavy at this point now. So is that your turn finished, yeah?
Yeah.
You doing anything else? No?
No.
No? Okay, perfect. So again, she swings for you with a 21.
Yep.
That's going to hit. Okay. She only does 3 points of damage this time. So although it looks like it's a heavy blow, most of the impact is actually absorbed by your armour. It's kind of this big armor, thick heavy armour you're wearing.
Go on, Cuin.
And the second one, ooh. As she goes forwards to stab at you with her trident, you have the opportunity to react here.
Okay.
As she rolls a natural 1 on her attack.
Okay. Well, that's 20.
20's going to hit one with some damage.
Is that a nat 20?
No. That's another 10.
Another 10 points of damage. Okay, wow. So as she's gone through this stab, she's perhaps overextended herself slightly. She's left herself really open. The stab's gone quite wide, and you've just taken the opportunity to deliver a swift, almost a backhand blow into her midriff. And you hear the kind of as the air expels from her lungs, and she almost kind of partially doubles over, but recovers herself and stands back upright as quickly as she's able to. She looks like this blow has taken like the wind out of her sails. She looks now like she's barely standing upright, and you can see she's kind of heaving for breath.
She felt that one.
Yeah, that's more like it, Cuin. Come on.
Steady there.
Yeah, he's
sorry,
doing-
instinct.
He's doing his thing.
He's getting warmed up now.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Let's just hope the visor stays up.
That's 22.
22's going to hit.
That's 8.
8 points of damage. Okay.
It seems that he's as good with his sword as he
Okay.
was with his
At
mace.
that point, as you look after you've delivered this blow, she stumbles backwards with the force of this kind of next blow you land on her. What kind of blow are you dealing here? What bit are you hitting? What kind of blow are you making?
I'm going to go on the because I had a reverse cut. I'm going to go from a right to left towards the opposite side, her left-hand side of her body, opposite the one I caught her on
Yep.
the reverse cut.
Okay. So this blow lands, and you hear a definite crack from her rib area as this blow lands, and the force is taken by her armour. You always see like a buckle in the armour form as your blade hits it, and she falls to the ground on her knees, and with one knee on the floor, she holds a hand up, open-handed, as she surrenders.
Oh, okay, that was rather fun. I'm sorry if I got a bit carried away there, but it was a jolly good fight, a lot better than the one I had last time. Come here, let me give you a hand to get up.
She takes your hand, stands up, you pull her up to her feet.
And I'm gonna then hold her arm up in the air and say,
Yeah.
"Way!"
It's where her arm comes off, isn't it?
Yeah, you. How tall are you, Cuin?
I'm 6 foot.
Okay. So as you raise her arm up, you do pull her up onto her tiptoes,
Oh, sorry.
and you hear a kind of wheeze of pain. But she grins at you, and as you raise her arm, the arena loves this. They erupt into raucous cheers. They've seen an amazing fight. Their hero has been defeated, but she's taken it with such grace and humility. And, you know, you've been such a good sport as well, you know, giving her some of the credit and, you know, making sure she's alright. The crowd loves this. And this chant of this guy, one lone man, screaming, Tin Man, in the background. The people around him have obviously picked up on this, and they've started going, Tin Man, Tin Man, Tin Man. And it kind of spreads over the arena until you've got a nice blend of people saying Tin Man and people saying Larissa. And it's really, although you've definitely won the fight, it's really the sense of unity that you've both won the fight. Everyone's a winner here.
I'm sorry, Leanna's getting carried away, and seeing as she started a Mexican wave last time, she is going to do it this time as well. She's going to jump up and go, Mexican wave, whatever one of those is.
Where did the wood elf come from? What's Laura doing?
I don't know. She's going to say, so start a Mexican wave. Mexican wave.
Make me a charisma check.
Charisma check again. Oh,
Yeah,
God.
if you want to do this, you've got to make a charisma check.
Will a 14 do it?
I don't know, how's the crowd feeling? Yeah, the crowd takes it.
Yay!
You begin a Mexican wave around the arena.
Oh look, we've got a Mexican wave going. And I'm going to wrench my arms up in the air again.
Are you still holding on?
I'm still holding her arms.
Oh dear.
I'm like, oh, sorry. Hold on, I'll let go of your hand. Whoa!
Laura's going to lean over towards Ogvar and Caddo, and she's going to say, I don't know why we didn't do it this time. Well, I mean, we bet on him last time. We should know better.
I know. We should have.
Oh, could have cashed in on that.
Okay, so as you're kind of in the middle of the arena, Larissa straightens up. She's got a hand over her ribs, but she pats you on the shoulder and she kind of gives you the nod. And I mean, at this point, talking is quite difficult. It's so loud. And the shouts and screams have only attracted more people who are kind of crowding around and shoving their way in and peering around the corners. And Larissa kind of gives you a pat on the shoulder, and she kind of gives you a push forward and directs you to the entrance. And she walks with you over to the entrance.
I'll go to it. I thought, that was rather good. That's a handy little weapon you've got there. I didn't know. I just wanted to try out my new sword. So, worked out all right. Are you all right for healing?
Thank you for asking. I'll be fine. I'm made of sterner stuff. That's a mighty good blow there you got there.
Yes. Sorry if I got enthusiastic at any point. Sometimes I can, so that's why I left the big sword where it was, just in case.
She gives you a grin, pats you on the shoulder, and she goes, well, anytime you fancy a fair fight, Tin Man, gives you a grin, and then turns and disappears into the crowd.
Okay.
I suppose we better go and find Cuin. So Laura's going to start climbing down off the platform that runs around the actual arena. And
It's a little difficult to do this, but seeing as you're moving away from the edge of the arena, people are more accommodating of you. Had you been moving the other way, they'd probably been a bit more disagreeable. But you eventually fight your way through the crowds, a bit like fish swimming upstream, and you make your way over to Cuin. Cuin, who in the meantime has been absolutely swamped by his fans. And, they're surrounding you, patting you on the back. They just kind of want to touch a piece of you. People patting you on the shoulders, on the top of your helm, anywhere they can reach, really. They're kind of surrounding you. So the rest of them, Esther, Caddo, Ogvar, and Laura, you all come across Cuin.
Well done there, Cuin. That's a most entertaining fight to watch.
Yes, it was rather good. That she was very handy with that trident.
Well, yes, I think you made a little friend there.
Yes.
well, I'm rather sorry that we didn't put a bet on you this time, Cuin. I don't know why we didn't. Should have known better.
Well, it don't matter. It's not all about money, is it? It's,
You could go in again.
Do you get a purse for this?
Yes, it's not much. It's just 10 gold pieces. It's not like the other one. They're a bit more stingy here.
Yeah, sounds like it.
I reckon
And stinky.
the old monster one might be a bit more for money, but
I did wonder whether it was worth having a go at the spells or something.
oh, give it a go. You know, I think you it costs 5 gold pieces and you get 10 back. So
Does he remember this?
So, she got hold of you. She got hold of you a couple of times there, fella.
oh yes, I got a couple of good clothes, but luckily this diamond, you know, took a bit of the brunt.
You don't need a bit of healing then.
Oh, I'm always up for a bit of eating. I lost about, you know.
How you feeling?
Oh, I'm not.
What
on my
diamond?
knees.
What diamond?
The diamond here in my armour.
Oh,
you didn't go shopping with us, did you?
I didn't know you'd got that.
Yeah, he had that put in his armour. It's ever so clever. It kind of absorbs
I didn't.
damage.
You know, I didn't notice it. I'm sorry, I just didn't notice
Yes,
it.
it doesn't absorb all the damage, unless, you know, depends. But, yeah, a certain amount of it does
Oh, so
gets
it's like a
absorbed
little magical thing.
every
is it?
day. Well, yes, you know.
Very keen.
Because, you know, on the old, on the front line, I thought it might be handy. Plus, you know, it's lighter. You know, might help me out with the old stealth checks.
Ah, well, something needs to help you out with that, I must admit.
Yes.
Still quite noisy in here. You've got quite the crowd and fan base now.
I know.
There's even somebody that started shouting Tin Man. They must have been in Drenal.
Yes, I noticed that. And somebody started a Mexico wave again. Was it you?
Oh, yeah, can't help that. That seemed rather exciting. Went really well, that did, last time, so I thought I'd give it a go again.
Yes.
Right, I'm just going to say a small prayer for your victory, fella, and then I'll get you cured. So I'm going to say my prayer so that I can use my sacred boost by using up one of my turning slots, which means that I can then maximise my domain serious wounds.
Okay.
So that's 3d8 plus 6, so that's 30. Well, that's what you get.
Have it. You're having it.
There we go. So you offer a prayer up and you cast a spell, and you know this very concentrated holy light kind of emanates from your hands.
I don't get plus. Do I?
No, you don't get plus hit points. No.
So there you go, Cuin. That's my new trick. How's that feeling?
Oh, that is absolutely awesome.
As he kills him from overhealing.
Yeah. You're careful of that one.
Yeah, it grows a third ear.
I've never felt this good in absolutely ages. It looks like, yeah, oh, I feel like I've done absolutely nothing. Yeah, that's rather good, that is.
When you say that, you did quite a lot of exercise there. What do you reckon of getting a snack from somewhere?
Oh my god, do you ever stop eating?
I don't know if I'd eat anything from down here, to be honest.
Okay, everyone around the table give me a number between 1 and 100.
What's that rat on a stick?
75.
58.
42, the meaning of life and everything.
67.
67. Okay,
Could have been worse.
Yep.
it's fine.
You just never know with a DM.
No.
Could have been anything.
Could have been good, could have been terrible.
Depends on how you look at it.
This is where she says that somebody in a stripy outfit comes out like they do with a concession at half time in the cinema or something.
Yeah. Hurl some
Popcorn
peanuts at me.
and
So as
ice
you're-
cream.
As you've healed him, you see a young lad, probably only about 6 or 7, comes running up to you, Cuin. Little coin of purse of coins in his hand, which he probably drops in your open hand, because I'm assuming you're going to
Yes.
hold your hand out. And when you open it up, you find in there 10 gold coins.
Oh, thank you, young sir. Right, anybody fancy having a go at the old monster?
Well, I thought Alora was considering
Well,
waving her arms about in there.
Oh, yes.
I've waved my arms about outside the ring, so
No, that's
maybe I could.
I think you're totally right. I reckon that Alora should get involved.
Well, yeah, because if it goes badly, I can just hide behind him.
So how does this work? So if you do a duel like Cuin's just done, are you allowed to use magic? Or do you have to do a duel like you, and if you do a magic duel, are you not allowed to use a weapon?
I don't know. I'd have to ask about the rules. I don't know.
Because obviously I could use weapons and magic. I'd be a bit confused about what to do.
I don't know. I'd have to go and find out from the people who run it how they run their. I don't know.
But I tell you what, you've been on a hot streak with your spells working recently, haven't you? I mean, over the last few weeks, it's been like you've found a whole new way of doing them. So, I mean, I'd strongly recommend you crack on.
Well, I
You
could
can
give it.
burn things and acid things and splash it. I mean, it's been amazing what you've been up to the last couple of weeks.
Well, yeah, it's been an improvement. There's no two ways about it. It's kind of a bit of an epiphany, really. Yeah, you know, I've got. Yeah.
Go on, give it a whiz.
Could be fun.
Give
yeah.
it a whiz.
Yeah, I suppose I could. So, yeah.
What do you think, Hugh?
I don't mind. I don't mind. I don't know whether I want to take all the glory.
Oh, look, he's found someone who sells donuts. Funny that.
I reckon, is Alora going to go on a solo magic test, or we can have a go against all of us have a go against a big monster?
Oh, yeah, and you. So, if we bet separately, do we get more money?
Oh, well, we did very nicely when we were in Dranau. We didn't tell him we were betting on him, but we did, and we did very nicely.
So, can you bet on yourself?
I should think so.
So we're either gonna a few of us against a monster, or Alora on her own in a magic duel.
Or both. Alora can go in first.
Yeah,
on
then
her
we'll have a
own.
crack after. I'll tell you what, I'll have a go at a monster with you, buddy, if you want.
Yeah. Ogvar, after Alora's had her go, do you fancy?
Yes, if you need my bow as an assistance, I will.
Always. Your bow's always an assistance.
Okay, I've got these new gloves to try out as well. You see, so.
Oh, lovely.
There you go then, Alora. Do you fancy that as a plan? You have a go at the magic-y one, and then us fellas will have a go at the monstery one.
Well, I could give it a go.
Yes, why not?
I'm not sure how to go. I've never done something like this before, but I could give it a go, certainly.
Oh, you're adaptable. You usually find your way as you go.
Well, yeah. As rumour would have it.
Well, while we're chatting, I feel I have to ask, what's a Mexican?
Oh, I don't know. I heard it somewhere.
Oh, right, okay.
You can't eat them, I don't think.
No? Oh,
No.
Never mind then. Never mind.
Okay, so what would you like to do next?
Well, I suppose Alora will go and she didn't in Dranau, but she'll go and have a go at this spell thing, whatever. She doesn't know what it's called. She knows it's just going to be some kind of spell fighting.
Okay.
A little bit of trepidation because she doesn't know quite what the boundaries are, but obviously she's expecting them to explain.
So you find this guy who's ringing the bell, who rang the bell for Cuin's fight to start off the fight.
Right.
He stood on a little box by a bell, and you ask about magic fighting. He tells you that it is just called the magic competition, and what they do is they pile up some targets, and the aim is, in competition with another magic user, to cause as much destruction as possible. The bigger amount of destruction wins.
Oh, well, that sounds like it could be fun. If nothing else, for me, it's not really necessarily about the competition, although it's nice to win, but a bit of target practice wouldn't go amiss. Especially the journey I'm on, she says thoughtfully to herself.
He grins at you. He goes, "Well, 5 gold for entry, 10 gold if you win. Nice and simple rules. We do actually have another caster on the waiting list, just waiting for someone else to pair up with him. So if you would like to, then we can get it cracking right now."
Well, I guess there's no time like the present. Could give it a go. Something different, I guess.
Excellent. Great decision. So he holds his hand out for your entry fee.
And Alora will hand him 5 gold pieces.
5 gold pieces, right. He takes the 5 gold pieces, and then where his bell is, on the platform next to him, you see what looks vaguely like a drum, and he takes what appears to be a big drumstick, and he starts whacking the drum, and you get this big kind of bang, bang, bang sound from the drum, and the entire crowd kind of gives this sort of way cheer of anticipation, and you see a couple of people begin at the very far end of the arena where Larissa entered, This is the end which is closest to the kind of the wall of the sewer. So where it's orientated, the entrance which Cuin came in, it's kind of facing towards, it's towards the middle, and you've got all the other stuff around it on the outside. And this at the far end is right by the wall, so there's just enough room to get people round the back so they can go in from the other side of the arena. Where this other side is, people begin to move from their seats on the far end, and you see that there are boards which begin to be lifted into place to kind of double the height of the wall at the far end of this arena.
Right.
And a couple of burly looking guys start wheeling in what you would assume is the targets, but actually looks more like piles of crap. Literally broken barrels, the odd kind of busted up wheelbarrow. They literally just make two massive, almost equally sized piles of junk at the far end of the arena, kind of one on the left, one on the right of this opening, which they are shutting over. So I'll just draw them onto, in fact I'll use a couple of D6s just to mark them on the map here. One there, one there. So they're roughly kind of 10 foot away from the sides of the arena, and everyone on that kind of end is pushed forward and crammed up like sardines further up. And with this banging, as you're stood there obviously watching this happen, a youngish looking lad, possibly in his late teens, probably about 17 you might say, take a guess at. He's got this very, very patchy, wispy, sad attempt at a beard going on. Just open.
Yay!
Need to make a dex check for that.
They didn't want to open. I was nearly bested by a packet of biscuits, which says a lot for what's going to happen to me later on in any sort of combat.
Let's hope I manage to get some of these off well, because I've only got 2 spells I can throw.
He comes and he stands next to you, and he looks quite nervous. But he's dressed in what looks to be some fairly finish robes, long robes, in a horrible kind of green-purple colour scheme. And you can see he has a spellbook on his hip.
Right. Well, hi there. How you doing?
Hi, yes, good. You?
Yeah, you ever done anything like this before?
No.
No, neither have I. Oh well, I'm sure it'll be fun.
Yeah, hopefully. Okay.
Are you going first or am I?
Ladies first?
Okay, yeah. That's
Got
very...
to find one first. Oh.
So, Cuin, how did you get the nickname Tin Man?
Because I used to wear plate mail, sort of, you know.
So does everybody in the arena have to get a nickname?
I don't know.
Because we've got to think of something for Alora. We've got to get the crowd behind her. What are we going to shout out?
Well, wait to see. Probably best to wait to see how she does.
Yeah, all right then. Okay.
Could always use Missy Miss, but never mind.
Well, I was toying with Corky.
Corky?
No, Corky.
Forky?
No, Corky.
Oh, Corky. Sorry, I've still got the helmet on.
Okay. So, as you enter the arena...
Broken Alora.
As you enter the arena, it's quite a fair jaunt down to this one of these men. And what they've done is they've strung up across the almost the centre of the arena. They've strung up a rope, and clearly this is your starting line. Your do not go beyond this point line, and it is about halfway down the arena. So you've got a fair walk to get there. And this young lad who's next to you, he looks extremely nervous, bless him. Very, very nervous about what's going to happen. But you walk up and you stand on the line. Which side are you standing, left or right?
I'll go on the right.
Okay. So you approach the right side, and the pile you've got, when you look at the pile, you can see that it is indeed just a pile of crap. I mean, it's to the point where there's even some rotten lettuce in there. You know, it's just whatever they have which needs to be destroyed. They've just put it there.
Laura's just gonna take her right hand and she's going to just pat on her side and say, just pat Orland and say, Orland, if I don't do very well, just throw some abuse at him or something, put him off.
Orland kind of, from his side, you're feeling kind of almost shift slightly on your shoulder. So, right, I can do abuse.
Excellent.
You ask me for compliments, that's a different matter.
Well, that'll mean Orland's nearest to him, because if I'm stood on the right and Orland's on my... No, actually, Orland would be... Yeah, that's right. No, that'd be right, wouldn't it? Yeah. Orland would be on my right hand side, so he'd be closer to the guy, wouldn't he? I think.
Have you seen that peacock she's with down there? Do we reckon that's Galor's cousin or somebody? Look at the colours he's wearing.
Yeah, he can't. If I had a beard like that, I wouldn't bother.
No, it looks like it'd blow off in a high wind, doesn't it?
I wouldn't get Pickle to lick his face, because you'll take it away.
More hair on a peach.
Why are you asking Orland? Just get these two on the case. Okay, so you are lined up in front of your pile of crap. What are you doing?
She can't.
You can.
Right, well, Alora's going to start... Well, it's a case of go big or go home. So Alora is going to actually start with... she's going to throw a scorching ray out there. So she's going to pull her hand back and she's going to throw this huge mote of fire at this pile of whatever it is.
Okay, roll
See if
to
she
hit.
can toast any of the leftovers.
Roll to hit.
Right, so... That's a nat 20 plus my BAB and my dex.
Oh my god. Okay.
Which actually, well,
It's towering inferno!
Oh my god.
The arena burns down.
Oh, that's
Okay, so roll your damage. Obviously, you're going to get a full damage die with modifiers, and then roll again plus modifiers.
I've got to find my damage die. I've got
doing
so
that in this
excited there. I've lost.
What
all
level
my...
are you casting it as?
We're doing that new critical thing.
You can't. It's a
Is it just
first.
straight?
It's a first level
Yeah,
spell.
no, hang on. You've just given her the 5e critical rules.
Right, what do we usually do? Is it
Actually,
just
it
double?
says for hang on. For every 2 caster levels beyond first, your orb deals an additional 1d8 points of damage. So it's 1d8 plus. What level am I?
Do we say that we do more? All of them?
I don't think
So I
so.
think for 3.5 we were doing 3.5's critical rules, wasn't it? Which is you just double whatever it is.
No, because
No, I don't think so.
I don't know what it is for a spell actually, because it's listed for each weapon, isn't it? What is it for a spell?
So if you roll a critical, it's twice the damage, but I don't think there is actually any critical rules.
I'm trying to think now what we did.
Or did we just roll 2 dice, or did we roll 1 dice to double it?
We've been rolling. Well, when you did it with your bow, you rolled 1 dice and doubled it.
Yeah,
Or
I think
we changing to the full damage and then... I'm happy either way. Just
What do you guys prefer? I'm going to put it out to the table here now, because looking at it in that perspective, you could roll a 1 on every single die and do nothing.
Yeah.
Which I don't think is very fair.
It doesn't seem very fair, does it? A
No.
critical hit should do a lot of damage.
More damage.
More damage than what would be maximum of 1.
Yeah.
So would you guys like to do maximum damage, and this will go for everyone if it says a ×3 on your it's a bit different for weapons, so if it says ×3 damage, you'll get full damage and then 2 extra die.
Yeah, okay.
Would you like to do
one
it?
die has to be a full.
Would you like to do it the first round of damage is full, and then you roll?
And then you roll the rest.
Yeah. Okay, we're
Yeah,
happy with
that's
that.
fine.
Okay, so you get the full amount of damage. It's an extra D8
So-
for every 2 levels.
It's an extra D8, 2d8. What level am I?
You're 6.
6th level, so it will be 3d8 at 5th level.
Right. Okay.
And then,
That's 24.
yeah, that's it. So 3d8.
24.
Plus the do you get modifiers on your spell damage?
So 24 and then roll another 3d8.
I'm sorry, you'll just have to bear with me while I get my head around this.
So you just get your head around
It's
it.
because we keep changing rules, it throws you, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But you're 3d8 plus another 3d8 plus whatever your spell modifier is.
Well, it's 3d8 plus... Well, it's just... Hang on. For every 2 caster levels beyond first, your orb deals an additional 1d8 points of damage. Yeah, so it's just 3d8 as at 5th level, because I'm not 7th.
So if you roll 3d8, it's 24 plus whatever you roll.
Right. So I have to roll 3d8.
Do you want to borrow some d8s?
I've got some there. Could you pass me that?
What do you want?
Just need the whole box.
So you don't have to modify.
We might as well just tip the whole box out.
I don't think there is one.
3d8s.
Has somebody had a donut explosion?
You were saying to your mother about chocolate.
Oh, she's chocolate all over there. Look.
Oh, no.
Right. Okay. So let's go for the right.
As well.
So orb of acid deal. So it'll be 3d8 damage. So it'll be
Orb of acid, scorching ray.
Sorry, scorching. Oh, hang on. I'm looking at the wrong thing entirely.
Oh, damn. Normal service has resumed.
Right. Hang on a minute. Let's go back. So we go back to the nat 20. Scorching ray is. You may fire 1 ray plus 1 additional ray for every 4 levels beyond 3rd.
So it's just one ray.
So it's 1 ray. Each ray requires a ranged touch attack to hit and deals. Right, it's 4d6.
So that's 24.
24 plus 4d6.
Oh, I need some more d6s. Where's my d6s then?
Do you want spares?
Right, so it's 4d6, so max because it's a 20, and then so that's 4d6. Max is 24 plus another 4d6. 24. That's 30, 31, 32, 37 points of damage.
Okay. 37 points of damage. Wow. Okay. So with that, oh Jesus Christ.
I'm going to guess that destroys the lettuce.
The lettuce goes flambe. Your pile of shit literally explodes.
Ah, look at that! That was pretty good, wasn't it? What do you bring to that, Orland?
Yeah, that's better than the usual.
Well, thank you very much.
Yeah, this ray it hits the pile and it literally just boom.
Alora is actually jumping up and down because she's actually really impressed with this.
The entire crowd, whoa! The crowd's ducking. There's bits and splinters of wood flying all over the place. You've got this kind of lettuce. This lettuce was placed right on top of the pile. Someone really had fun, just kind of like just gonna shove a lettuce on top. This lettuce has launched up in the air, and as it's launched, it's kind of hit the cavern of the ceiling and gone boom on the cavern of the ceiling. And now there's lettuce leaves raining down all around the end of the arena.
Alora is absolutely delighted.
Yeah.
She's looking at this, going, "Wow."
I say, let us get away from these falling leaves.
Come on, Cuin, let's get the crowd going. Corky! Corky! Corky!
Alora is going to tip her hat at this and nod to the crowd generally.
Charisma check.
Charisma? Oh, for him.
I'm going to get the crowd going.
Probably not. Not with that.
One. That one.
No,
They're
you
gonna
stand there going, Corky, and everyone around you goes and kind of looks at you and is like, what?
I'm going to take a step to the slightly further away, and I'm going to look at Ogvar and go, is he all right?
That's not going to catch on,
Has
is
he been
it?
drinking?
Wait, I don't know what he's maybe it's I thought you might know what it was. I thought it might have been a Gavin-y kind of thing.
No, believe me, no.
Simply wrote in my notes, bugger.
As we leave the episode, our sorceress had begun secretly seeking a rather rare ring from a dodgy dealer. Cuin had answered his call to arms in the arena, where he had left Larissa in a state of defeat in what was considered as a fair fight. Whilst our paladin was yet again parading in front of his adoring public, Alora enthusiastically encouraged a wave of excitement from the clamouring crowd. Elora was next to step up, taking centre stage, and showcase her skills, which she did with splendour, shredding an innocent and unsuspecting lettuce with absolute accuracy and aplomb, whilst her companions shouted support from the sidelines.
Thank you for listening to our podcast. Having you as a listener means everything to us. So, whichever streaming service you choose to listen to us with, please give us a like, subscribe and follow. We would love for you to join us on our Facebook or Twitter page, where you can catch up with all of our latest news. While you're waiting for the next episode of Secrets of the Silver City, why not pop over to our website, where you can read all of the information about this campaign, from backstories to setting. All of the links are in the bio of this episode. Join us again next week for the next instalment. Thank you for listening.